So good morning to all of you, dear friends. You already know that in the last lecture I have started the chapter of Taylor series and Maclaurin series. And Maclaurin's series. So here I told you that you will have to identify the function f of x, then to find out its successive derivatives. Successive derivatives means the derivatives which are obtained one by one. That means f a, f dash x, then f double dash x, then f triple dash x, and so on. So as I told you that here we will require to find out 3 to 4 derivatives only. No, we don't require more derivatives. Okay? And at that time also I explained to you to remember the 3 formulas for Taylor series. Just here I will write down the 3 formulas. The basic formula, main formula for Taylor series is f of x equal to f of a plus f dash a upon 1 factorial into x minus a plus f double dash a upon 2 factorial into x minus a whole square plus f triple dash a upon 3 factorial x minus a whole cube plus dot dot dot. That means plus dot 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 means the other terms you can write down yourself directly. If we require fourth derivative, fifth derivative, then we can add them in the same way. By writing the successive derivatives, in the next term we can write down fourth derivative divided by 4 factorial x minus a whole raised to 4 and so on. So here you can see that this is the power series. This is the power series. Taylor series is actual Taylor series and Maclaurin series both are power series because they are written in powers of x minus a. So here f of x, this variable x, f of x can be expanded into Taylor series or Maclaurin series in powers of x minus a. This can be whole raised to 1 or square, cube or anything we can consider. Or sometimes we can also call this as a series in terms of at the point x equal to a. So at the point x equal to a and in powers of x minus a both have the same meaning. That means we have to find out the expansion of the function in powers of x minus a in this form. Okay, so it is very easy. Then I told you the second form. This is the first form. The second form, if we put x minus a equal to h, then we can obtain the second form in this series. Here x equal to a plus h, we can see. So f of a will remain as it is because here just we are replacing x by h. So x will be removed and h will enter. So f of a plus f dash a upon 1 factorial into x minus a, that means h plus f double dash a upon 2 factorial into h square plus dot dot dot. So here this is the series, power series in terms of h. Actually in the example we will see this the same kind of we will use same kind of series to find out the expansion of some given function in powers of x. That means instead of x we will put there x. So this you will get the idea when we will consider one example. Then the third type. In the third type, actually if you will remember this formula, then both second and third formula can be remembered very easily. So here in the third form we will put a equal to 0. If we put here a equal to 0, then this will become f of x equal to f of 0 plus f dash 0 upon 1 factorial x minus a means x only, f double dash 0 upon 2 factorial, and this is x square because a equal to 0 plus f triple dash a 0 upon 3 factorial into x cube plus dot dot dot. So here, the first form and second form simplifies f of x. This simplifies in powers of x minus a, and this simplifies in powers of x only. Actually, both are same thing. In this formula, we put a equal to 0, we get this thing. It is very simple. But this simplifies the function in the form of a plus h. That means if we are given a function in the form of a plus h instead of x, if we are written a plus h, then we can use this formula. So here the third formula, also known as Maclaurin's series. Maclaurin's series. And broadly we will use third form when we are asked in example to find out the expansion of f of x in powers of x, then we will make the use of Maclaurin's series. And the same function, if we are asked to expand in the powers of x minus a, then we will use Taylor series, because this is known as Taylor series. It is Taylor series. Okay? So you must remember these three formulas. Once if you remember this three formula, then all the examples you can solve very simply, because in all the examples we require only the function f of x and its derivatives only. That means this kind of list we require only. Nothing else is required. Okay? So you note down this formula and remember this formula. And if you remember first formula, then these two formulas can be remembered very easily, because we have obtained these two formulas directly from this by putting x minus a equal to h. This x minus a equal to h. And in the third one, in Maclaurin series, we have substituted a equal to 0. Okay? So this kind of formula we have seen. Now let us see the standard forms which have been obtained by using Maclaurin series. That means we have seen that if we are given f of x equal to e raised to x, then its Maclaurin series can be obtained as 1 plus x square plus x cube plus dot dot dot. This is the expansion of e raised to x, because in Maclaurin series if we find out the derivatives of e raised to x, and there if we put the value x equal to 0, we can find out the values of f of 0, f dash 0, f double dash 0 and so on. And then after substituting in the Maclaurin series, we can obtain this one. And this is true for all x belongs to R. That means it is valid. It is valid for every value of x. And what is R? R is the set of real numbers. That means R is the set of real numbers. That means we are considering this from minus infinity to infinity. Any number can be assumed. So here we can find out Maclaurin series and Taylor series of any function. But here you remember that not all the series are valid for all the values of x. They may be valid for only some of the values of x also. Here we can see that this is valid for all values of x. Valid means actually convergent. You might have seen it at school level that the series have two types, convergent and divergent. So if the series is convergent, then we can use it. Okay, if it is divergent, then it is this series we cannot use in further applications. That means if we want to use the series in some application areas of engineering, then convergent series has the meaning, but this is meaningless. So first we need to see whether the series which we are going to apply in our problem is convergent or divergent. Convergent, that means which tends to some fixed value, the series, because series is nothing but the sum of the values like u1 plus u2 plus u3 plus u4 plus dot dot dot. These are nothing but the sum of the values. Okay, this is the general form of the series. If this series tends to some particular value, we say that it is convergent. Okay, suppose just like we consider 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus dot dot dot. If we consider this kind of series, this is the series, then this series you may be thinking at the first sight that what will be its value. If you consider these values in pairs, then it is 0 plus 0 plus 0. Everywhere you will get 0. So this tends to 0. But if we consider this kind of pairs, that means it is 1 minus 0 plus 0 plus 0, everywhere it will become 0. So this tends to 1. So this series does not tending to a fixed value. Actually, these are not tending to a fixed value. So we said that this series is not convergent. So it is meaningless. This series is meaningless. So in further application, if we use this kind of series, then we get worst results. That means the results we are not getting as per our requirement. Okay? So this is tending to 0, sometimes it tends to 0, sometimes it tends to minus 1, etc. So this is not convergent, and convergent means that tends to some fixed value. Okay? Suppose we consider 1 plus 1 upon 2 square plus 1 upon 2 cube plus 1 upon 2 raised to 4 plus dot dot dot, then this series will tend to some fixed value. Suppose 1 point something 1.213 like this. So this tends to only some fixed value. Okay, so this series is convergent, and the details regarding convergent and divergent we will see in the special chapters of series. That means in the first chapter and second chapter we will see specially on this kind of series. On this kind of series, that means the series when it is written in the form of u1 plus u3 plus dot dot dot. That means general type of series. And in this chapter we will see whether the series is convergent or divergent. That means the first and second chapter will explain us to determine whether the series is convergent or divergent. And here in this chapter we are looking for Taylor series and Maclaurin series. So Taylor series and Maclaurin series are the types of this series. Types of this series, particular types of. That means these are power series. These are power series. So special type of power series we are looking in this chapter. And this series may be convergent or divergent. So valid, when I will use the word valid, then this means that the series is convergent. And if it is not valid, then it means that it is divergent. Okay? So you must understand this concept. Then also we have seen the standard form of sin x. Actually these are known as standard forms. And actually you will have to remember these forms. You will have to remember these forms because these forms will be very much useful to you in mathematics as well as in further subjects of engineering. Okay? Sin x has the series x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 by 5 factorial minus x raised to 7 by 7 factorial plus dot dot dot. And similarly f of x equal to cos x has the series 1 minus x square by 2 factorial plus x raised to 4 by 4 factorial minus x raised to 6 by 6 factorial plus dot dot dot. So here you can see that sin x contains the terms. Actually all are power series because these are in powers of x, and these have been obtained by using Maclaurin series. So you can see that sin x contains all powers of x. All powers means what? All powers means the numbers 1, 3, 5, the powers whose powers are 1, 3, 5, 7 like this. And even powers means that the powers when they are the powers 0, 2, 4, 6, etc. Okay? So we have also discussed this kind of series. Then also we have obtained the series for f of x equal to 10x. F of x equal to 10x. And this series we have seen in the form of x plus x cube by 3 plus 2 by 15 x raised to 5 plus dot dot dot. Okay. Then also we have seen the Maclaurin series for cos hyperbolic x. And one thing here I would like to explain you again that cos hyperbolic x is nothing but e raised to x plus e raised to minus x divided by 2. And the sin hyperbolic x is nothing but e raised to x minus e raised to minus x divided by 2. So that series expansion can be obtained by using the first one also, because e raised to x is this thing. So what will be e raised to minus x? e raised to minus x. That means you have replace x by minus x. So it is 1 minus x. Minus x square means plus only. Minus x cube plus dot dot dot. So you can use this fact to find out the series for cos hyperbolic x and sin hyperbolic x. So you can get cos hyperbolic x as 1 plus x square by 2 factorial plus x raised to 4 by 4 factorial plus dot dot dot. So you can see that the series for cos x and cos hyperbolic x both are same by loopwise, but here alternate signs are there. That is plus minus, and here all the signs are plus. Similarly, sin hyperbolic x has the series x plus x cube by 3 factorial plus x raised to 5 by 5 factorial plus dot dot dot. So this is the series. So you will have to remember these 3 series and these 2 series because they are very easy to remember. Okay, and when we will see examples, then this may be used, and this may also be asked in the form of objective. Okay. So have you noted this? All of you note down this formula. Okay. Okay, now we will proceed further. Now we will obtain the Maclaurin series for standard form. This is also the standard form. F of x equal to log of 1 plus x. We want to find out Maclaurin series. See, Maclaurin series is nothing but the Taylor series at the point x equal to 0. Maclaurin series is nothing but the Taylor series at the point x equal to 0. So you must remember this. That means here we require to find out the derivatives. What will you do? Well, we will write down first the Maclaurin series. What is the Maclaurin series? Maclaurin series is f of x equal to f of 0 plus f dash 0 upon 1 factorial into x plus f double dash 0 upon 2 factorial into x square plus f triple dash 0 upon 3 factorial into x cube plus dot dot dot. So you can add up the derivatives in the series if be required. So here, first of all, we find out the derivatives. So what is the derivative of log? It is the derivative 1 upon 1 plus x. Then the second derivative, f double dash x. We know that the derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. Derivative of 1 upon x is minus 1 upon x square. So it is in the form of 1 upon x. So its derivative will be 1 upon 1 plus x square minus. Okay. Then we will find out third derivative, f triple dash x. What is the derivative of 1 upon x square? If you are given 1 upon x square, then what is the derivative of this one? Its derivative will be, this can be written as x raised to minus 2. If you are not remembering, or if you have forgotten something, then you can recall this by this. We know that the derivative of x raised to n is nx raised to n minus 1. So it is minus 2 x raised to minus 2 minus 1, that is minus 3. So its derivative is minus 2 upon x cube. Okay, so we will use this concept. So the derivative of 1 upon 1 plus x square is minus minus plus 2 upon 1 plus x whole cube. Okay, and further here we will put dot 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 because other derivatives I don't want to obtain. If it will require, when it will require, if we are getting all these, some of these values are 0 0, then we require to find out more and more derivatives because we require some of the terms to display over here. Because if we write 0 0 0, then this is meaningless because in the series at least 2 or 3 terms should appear in the form so as we can understand it easily. So here now we find out the values. F of 0, first of all we find out f of 0. log of 1 plus 0, that means log of 1. Log of 1 is 0. Okay? Here f dash 0 is 1 upon 1 plus 0, it is 1. F double dash 0, what is this? If we put x equal to 0, it is 1 upon 1 square, means minus 1. Here f triple dash 0, what is this? 2 upon 0 means 2. Okay? And so we will put here the value. F of x is what? Log of 1 plus x. F of 0 is what? 0. Okay, so 0, so we don't write this. Otherwise, if you want to write, you can write. F dash 0 is 1. So 1 upon 1 factorial, this is 1. 1 factorial is 1. F double dash 0 is minus 1. So here it is minus 1. And 2 factorial is 2. So 1 half x square. And f triple dash 0 is 2. So 2 by 6. 3 factorial is 6. You must be knowing. 3 factorial is nothing but 1, 2, 3. So it is 6. So 2 by 6 means 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 x cube. Okay? And similarly we can obtain the other values if we require. So this is the standard form of log of 1 plus x. That means the Maclaurin series in powers of x. X minus x square by 2 plus x cube by 3 and so on. We can obtain the other terms for this. If you proceed further, you can find out the value x raised to 4 by 4. Okay? So, and here you must be knowing that instead of log of x, I have written log of 1 plus x. I have not written log of x just like I have written cos x, sin x. But here, instead of log x, I have written log of 1 plus x. Why? Because here we are finding the Maclaurin series. Maclaurin series means at the point x equal to 0. So if we use log of x, then log of 0. Log of 0, you know that log of 0 is undefined. Okay? It is undefined or it is indeterminate. Indeterminate. And you must remember this word also, because this word we will use in the next section also. It is very much useful to know indeterminate form. That means the value of log of 0 we cannot determine. We cannot determine. Okay? So this is the Maclaurin series of log of 1 plus x. So have you noted and have you written? Okay. And similarly, if we require the series for log of 1 minus x, what will we do? We will replace here x by minus x in this series. So this x will become minus x. Here minus x whole square means x square only. Here minus x cube is minus x cube. So minus x cube by 3. Here minus x whole raised to 4 means x raised to 4 itself. So this is the